So I want to hit some pop culture things and then awkward Thanksgiving things as far as what our listeners could potentially run into. But I was thinking about this too. Do you think like celebrity couples actually have a Thanksgiving? I mean, I'm looking at Livy Dunn and Paul Skeens and thinking about how they're if they were to go to the family Thanksgiving, or T Swift and old Travis Kelsey. Like, do you ever? I mean, I wonder how celebrities actually
They probably just, they already have their own professional chefs, so it's like, oh, we'll just buy the ingredients, y'all cook it for us, and we're just gonna hang out the entire time.
Well, the reason I bring that up, Christopher, what's on your mind?
Yeah, you have like a funny, like, no, I don't like this conversation type of
No,
way.
no, guys. No, I do like the conversation because I like talking about bougie things. I honestly, my Hallmark Christmas would be people dressed like Hallmark people. Like we all dress like
this is it. We were gonna hit into it
to the nines, and
now we have entered the segment of this is the most annoying Thanksgiving things, and so
I wish that
last week we discussed the pet peeves, and here we go.
If I tell you what, if we were to host, if Les and I were to host, we'd have a dress code, guys. Like,
would I have to wear a tie? Because I would wear a tie.
No, you don't wear like a raggedy hoodie like I'm wearing right now. Like, yeah, it's like
that. You mean I should not show up in a
dress appropriately, like you're gonna like go out to a nice dinner, like they do on the Hallmarks. Like, I want to see nice button downs and polo. I want to see collars on people and nice blouses. I hate the whole concept of like, oh, we're just gonna wear like we're going to damn Walmart. Like, I don't like it at all. I don't like it, guys.
Jeez,
yeah.
This is great. He does not want you showing up in your sweatpants, Landon.
Oh gosh,
me and my hoodie.
Like, I've never done that, but it's like I've never understood, like, we're literally going to eat disgusting food. Why do we have to dress nice?
Oh man,
I've never understood that.
Because you got to talk. Because this is great. This is great.
Do you think T Swizzles is running around in like some old like ratty Lululemons?
I mean, I would like to imagine that, but
I don't think that's the case. I think they're gonna look like really like she does on TV. Like, I could be completely
This is great.
I mean, I would love to imagine.
I could be wrong, but yeah.
Hey, so I mean, we're coming off a highly contested political season, and allegedly there's folks out there who are going to make that mistake of talking politics at the family table or getting in the relatives that you probably haven't seen in some time, asking about your life. So so showing up in your non-dress code, and then some faux pas that happen in Thanksgiving that make you cringe. I mean, do we have any do's and don'ts for folks entering the arenas that they might be nervous about at the Thanksgiving dinner table?
I mean, as far as me, like, all of the years going down to Florida, their country. That's almost country, so like they could literally, plus like fishing, so like, just imagine like fishing tired, like, oh, then just come up and walk back to the place or to the house smelling like fish.
Ugh.
So like, yeah, it wasn't much, fancy stuff going on. And
I would assume you wouldn't want to eat a big Thanksgiving meal after that.
I mean, it's still food, I mean, I'm not gonna turn it down, but yeah, it's like, most of the time, fishing, and then I think literally could be wrong, but like I know like the whole time like could be like messed up, but like, we brought like a shark back up, just finished like skinning it, cleaning it up and all that, and then cooked it right then and there. So, but yeah, definitely, definitely country. So like not much, fancy dressing going around.
Fancy dressing. Did you put a pun in there?
I get that. I get that, but I don't know. I don't have a rebuttal to that. But
yeah, take that. So take you and your fancy dressing and go on somewhere with that.
I guess so. I guess that's the thing.
Woo.
Yeah. Thanksgiving 2030. I'll remember like hope. Dress up.
And you and your wife would not be invited. We're assuming you'll have a wife by then.
Well, I mean, I would like to say so, but it's hard out here right now.
Mm.
We don't need to get into that right now, though. But
it's a future episode too.
all right, but
that is funny.
So yeah, faux pauses, annoying things.
Stay out. I mean,
the
that's
political zone is going to be on fire this season, guys. You're going to see all over the internet like how family members.
What's I going to say? Yeah, I mean,
It's
we're
gonna
trying
be
to pump an
wild.
audience out here of our whole
Yeah.
50 views, but we try to stay out of the controversy. We try to give you hope and a Grouchyville, and help you along your everyday life. So even if you agree on politics, I would still maybe stay away. Just there might be that one topic that comes up that could be. I mean, myself and my Kentucky buddies that I work with, I didn't realize school choice was a thing. That's a hot topic. So we don't talk about that.
And how much more fun is it to debate over the merit of, cranberry sauce or, gravy or anything? It's so much more fun to debate over that. Really use your debate skills.
Yeah.
You know who's a big cranberry sauce lover?
Who's that?
Our sister, Jessica.
I know she likes dips. I know she likes dipping chips into dips. Yeah.
She's a big cranberry sauce lover on that one.
That's like the only person I've ever known.
Like you crack it in the can and and it has all the little lines on it. Oh yeah,
but not homemade so much.
I don't know. I haven't tested it on that.
I'll put a little bit of, if it's homemade, I'll put a little bit on my plate to be polite, and then sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of, I guess, on topics like, why do we make all these, different types of foods, but like, we only have like one time a year?
What do you mean?
What do you
it's
mean,
like dressing, like dressing
too.
No, like let's say like dressing. Like when are we ever eating dressing any of their time of the year?
Easter, springtime, boom.
Springtime, boom.
I've never heard of like cranberries in Easter or ever had.
What?
Or like dressing.
People use it to mimic the blood of Christ.
Or I'm talking about dress. I meant dressing.
He's going. You're gonna have some out there to be like, this guy is right.
yeah, but like
the tomb was removed and the cranberry sauce came.
Yeah, no, but I guess like dressing. You only eat like one time a year, and for me, I do like dressing, but like, why is that the only time of the year we even have it?
So. You want
your question is like, why are we just not on a random like October or July just smashing some dressing?
Yeah, or things. It's like, why?
This man hates traditions. He hates rules. He hates work. He hates tradition.
I do is like, break the system. It's like we don't. This doesn't need to be just a one time. Like I like dressing. So, but then the sake of
I feel like your face has been blown on this. Like,
I think the next time we catch a ball game somewhere, like we're gonna ask them, like, the concession stand, like, "Hey, do you have any dressing back there?" Like,
between the Michelob Light and
like, I'll take 2 Miller Lights and some dressing.
Oh, okay, but let's say like a nicer restaurant, like,
yeah. So
so you just come in with the dishes, and you got your lady there, and you're like,
it could be like offered as like a side, like one of the like random side things. Like,
it's
kind of like
at
kind of like maybe I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in ages.
Well, you got the stovetop stuffing. Can't you just start throwing some dressing?
You're about to rage people. Or people will be very happy that you mentioned the whole stovetop.
What is there's certainly no Stofers. Man, Miss Calendars, the little.
The homemade is goat. And it
Would you
better
say?
not be dry, because if it's dry,
Oh,
it's just gonna be unfortunate. I'm sure
Oh
everyone
man,
feels the same.
what would you say the dressing is? Is that like if we were ranking positions? We love sport.
Oh,
Let's say
it's probably in the top
it's
3.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely like 3 for me.
All right, so like a
I
wide
could probably
receiver,
go.
kind
I
of
could
running
probably
back
go
thing.
dressing if it's good. Oh yeah, if it's good. I could go without protein. I would forego protein.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
kick
Ooh.
the turkey.
Or the ham.
Yeah, or the ham. Kick it away.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
if
and
necessary.
that's my, I guess, and that's another thing is
Man,
like
hot take.
hot take: turkey is always dry and not good.
This
That's
man. Some people
I'm
debate about like Jordan versus LeBron. This guy's coming in like, why aren't we celebrating in the 98-degree weather? Give me some dressing with that Michelob Light.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, but like
I think it's gonna be
like
great.
it's like
Is it? You got me just lost in the sauce here.
The cranberry
and like,
sauce.
yeah,
And the
cranberry
brain.
sauce is like that's an again. I'm not a fan of cranberry sauce, but like
That's disgusting.
yeah. So why is that like a tradition? That's like especially as a tradition that nobody likes. Why is it still being served?
People love cranberry.
Yeah, that's true.
Who? Well, I guess besides
Jessica,
but it's like
There's
there's like it's like you're
there's a
outvoted.
population out
It's
there
like
that
you're outvoted. Get kicked out. You're voted
we
off
we
the
actually
island.
want listeners. So you cranberry lovers, we actually want you to come back and visit.
Yeah.
Send a comment or two, even a thumbs down or a K from last week.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
What if you're going at a Thanksgiving festivity and they only have ham and no turkey?
That's my type of festivity because I do not like turkey at all.
What?
It's always dry.
You just start slinging the dressing around.
Like no, like that's not.
You say turkey's always dry?
Yes,
Dirty
always.
Because it's not prepared correctly.
Yeah, it never is.
And
But
then
you know
you
what?
end up at the
You know what
I'm
always is
sorry, man,
prepared
it's-
correctly? It's
yeah.
ham.
Because that's why I
Ham
always eat
is
the dark
so
meat,
much-
because it's not dry.
Yeah,
The turkey breast is like dry. It's not.
like ham is
That's right. And
way
it's a hot take.
better.
So
wow.
You don't need the dressing. Like you eat it straight. You can
83% of Americans say Thanksgiving doesn't feel complete without cranberry sauce.
83%?
But
I mean, is this like a Rotten
that's-
Tomato kind of thing?
And only
or-
31% of Americans say they don't care for it at all.
That is a lie.
It's basically it's basically 7 out of 10 people prefer.
Love cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
I
mean, is this like the Ocean Spray cranberry sauce or like homemade? Or I mean, I'm gonna need.
Yeah, I
need
mean
the details.
Well, the great debate really is the canned or the. Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
The thing.
Yeah, I do not believe that. Like, yeah. Anyways, back to ham and turkey. Turkey is just so overrated. It's always dry. Like, I used to have this magical idea about 10 years ago. Told Les that if we ever make a turkey, I want to get those injectors and fill it with like Buffalo Wild Wings like blazing sauce or like a hot wing sauce. Make like a big buffalo turkey. You see, that actually sounds interesting.
It does sound very interesting, doesn't it? Yeah.
Like that would I actually probably try because it doesn't sound dry at least.
It wouldn't, and it probably wouldn't be too spicy. I think that it would have, if you can get it,
the perfect hit.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Even
I'm not a culinary artist here, so I wouldn't know how to proceed with that. I'm sure there's YouTube videos out there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's a wow? I mean, I think we'll be okay to go a little bit longer in this episode because I mean it's Thanksgiving and we're going to be gone next week.
And plus, we're not going to be gone next week. We're going to be gone. So, I can probably chop this up in like 2 parts if we go long enough.
Hey, don't give it away for the listeners here. So, what about like before we
I
get to
get
the
that
dessert?
out.
What are some non-traditional items that you like to slip in? And I guess what I mean is like I I'll share a story. Before I got married to Sarah, I had no idea what grape pie was. So GRAPE, like what's eating Gilbert grapes. So it's Concord grapes, and it's an actual pie, like what you would think about like an apple pie thing. So every Thanksgiving now, there must be a grape pie, and it's amazing. I think Sarah's actually
Yeah,
going to bring some down for next week.
that actually sounds. I
I've
would
tried it
love to
before.
try that. I would love to actually
It's
try
got
that.
I tried it. It hit okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah, just
approved.
instead of like a cherry pie, they're great. Like that sounds amazing. Why?
Yep, there you go. I mean, I know
Why
you
is this
kind of
not more of a
discussed on
thing?
the Florida thing, but I mean, weird Willie things like that turn into traditions in our Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, I think the internet is taking over. I guess there's influencers out there. I have no idea.
We're going
So,
to try to become one.
well, I'll
We're
tell
just
you
trying
what.
to influence you to have a non-grouchy day.
At Josh's at our Friendsgiving weekend, um, there was pumpkin pie, which I know is very controversial. That is not the controversy topic here. So it was prepared in such a way that it was amazing, bite-sized, cookie cutter. So imagine like a shot glass height of pumpkin pie with whipped cream that was on top as such. Basically, if it was a shot of pumpkin pie with whipped cream on top without a shot glass, and it was all done from like a Publix store bought pumpkin pie, but it was amazing because it was the perfect. I could just walk by and
Like a just a Jello
yeah,
shot.
Just like
yes, just a little
oh
shot. I could grab one off the thing, and it's like this is amazing. Like because it
yeah,
was the perfect amount. Like you don't have to be forced to overindulge with like a big heaping pie of or a piece of pumpkin pie. It was like just a couple little quick awesome bites. It was great.
yeah.
Huh.
That
So I
sounds
think that's going to be.
interesting.
I think you guys are going to see that, especially the listener. They're going to be seeing that on the tables and the countertops here this season because I don't know how new it is. It's the first time I've seen it, but it changed my life. Good.
Yeah, I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, just
I have to figure this out.
yeah, just a little like cookie cutter, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Yep.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Pies.
Right.
A big staple that America is going to be up for, obviously, football. And I guess this year, though, what are we being treated to? We're going to be treated to the Cowboys and Giants. Neither have
That
a
sounds
quarterback.
awful.
So, do we have an analysis for what to expect when we're? I mean, that's an afternoon game, so this is after Landon's dream
You
of
know, that's why this is why it's perfect. You're probably gonna have a pretty decent game with the Lions and Bears. You start eating, and then you're gonna
Caleb
be in.
Williams going to
Yeah,
win it.
I
I doubt it.
I don't know, but then after the game, that's when your food coma hits. That way, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to watch that garbage game because you're gonna be asleep.
I, I you're right. I'm also getting in the overload though. Like I like the 2 to 3 games on Thursday. I don't know how I'm feeling about this Black Friday thing with adding more football games. I mean, traditionally I like to watch some of the college stuff or get like the hockey going. So I don't know. Maybe that's a weird take to be
Yeah, no, that
putting all my eggs in the basket and I'm overloaded on the NFL for the holiday weekend.
Yeah,
But I
it could
like
dilute.
yeah,
It could
no,
dilute, but it
especially
also could be something cool that if you're stuck in a family environment that you just
okay.
it's a
I
nice
mean,
it
you're
could be
getting
a
in the hot
nice
topic of the
just
teachers union and politics, and then you're
hmm
like, I gotta go.
yeah.
And
no,
while they're eating the cranberry sauce in front of you,
yeah,
If you're hitting the 2, 3, 4 multiple stops, and then you happen to land on Friday, it's like okay, like at least this is something new, and then you can talk about yesterday's games, blah blah blah. Life's okay.
Yeah.
It really is
I would.
it's a good buffer. It's a good buffer.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the NFL on Friday because that's when it's basically college football's best week. It's rivalry week, and they already have some great rivalry games on
Tennessee
Friday.
Vanderbilt. I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm talking like even on Friday, like like the Egg Bowl is gonna be at the same time as the Chiefs and Raiders. So like that's always a great game. Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and
It's kind
then
of sad because Mike Leach, when he died a couple of years ago. I mean, can you imagine him going up against Lane Kiffin every Thanksgiving?
Yeah, and like imagine missing out on the celebration. I think by Ole Miss, he did the whole dog peeing celebration.
What?
Oh yeah, it was like a couple years ago. Like one of the players did like a dog peeing celebration. So it's like imagine missing out on that. Because you want to watch just a regular granted it's Patrick Mahomes, but it's like it's just another NFL week. But this is
He did take an L at the time of this recording, though, to the Bills last weekend. So.
Yeah, I mean they're bound to lose one. So
yeah, they were playing with
house. They were definitely due for a loss the way they've been playing lately. But
I mean it's almost been another major holiday since because they last lost last Christmas, right? So
during the regular season. Mm-hmm. Which funny enough, they're playing the Redskins again on a holiday kind of deal.
What team?
Wow,
what
Raider.
Raider. What year are we in?
This guy.
Did you gamble on that team? If you gambled on that team, you're certainly going to lose.
And remember, this is the man who said that LSU should fire Les Miles. I'm like, they already did. Like,
oh boy, yeah, that. Yeah.
Oh man, you're gonna fall victim. He's gonna fall victim in one of the Thanksgiving sports horror stories.
I'm definitely a victim of the past when it comes to sports this week. But Raiders, they beat the Chiefs on Christmas last year. So yeah, I think I was on the Raiders too. Game.
Was the butt fumble? Was that a Thanksgiving Day game or Thanksgiving night?
That was Thanksgiving night.
Like some people like Leon Lett. I mean, the guy has Super Bowl, but he's always gonna be known as in the snow Thanksgiving, going after that blocked field goal, and then you got the coin toss. I think this was Domino's Pizza year with the Lions and Steelers, and I don't know if it was called heads or tails, but they muffed that up in overtime.
And then I just remembered this, or yeah, reminded this the Lamar Miller Texans Lions game when Lamar Miller was like down, but they didn't call him down, and Texans won that game.
You're giving some sports horror stories on Thanksgiving for the listeners.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
My favorite thing to watch. I mean, but I'm not on the TikToks, but I love the overreactions of fans when their teams lose or if something goes awry. Like meaning they take a baseball bat to the old flat screen on the wall, or they just start damaging some of the. I don't know if these are staged, but I mean,
they definitely have to like a backup plan. Like, oh, let's get a new TV. But like right before they do, they try to go viral real quick. So
Uh,
we encourage the listeners not to do that.
Unless you have a backup plan.
Yeah, I mean, if we invoke so much passion that you need to break something, we're not. So, like,
yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I've invested in like a good like body bag, like punching bag, or a nice pillow, or like a soundproof wall.
Oh,
you know, soundproof for
yeah.
Let your anger out in a healthy, safe environment.
Don't put holes in the walls, guys. Yeah, it's never okay.
Again, unless you're just gonna have a backup plan and getting like a new TV or something.
All right. So we've kind of talked about Thanksgiving past, talked about some of our do's and don'ts, and kind of what we've learned, and especially kind of if you're having to travel 2, 3, 4 houses, you got plenty of sports to go around. Don't be talking about politics. Don't feel free to mix it up a little bit and bring in some new dishes and don't take offense if somebody says, hey, the turkey's dry. But is there one thing that you're actually looking forward to this Thanksgiving 2024? Anything you guys are actually like looking forward to that you're excited about?
I can definitely detect that Landon's excited about being off work.
I was thinking that, but I was like,
That's
do
the
I really
first
want to
thing he
go
thought of
there?
this morning when he woke up.
Oh, that's it's a shame. I was already thinking that, but I was like, do I really want to say that, or do I actually want to?
Yep, this guy is going to be up all night doing edits because he doesn't have to do real work tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Even though I do have to work the next day, so. But that's kind of.
Oh, you work Friday, Black Friday?
Yep.
Oh, I would have traded tomorrow for Black Friday. Was that not an option?
No, because I basically didn't ask off early enough. I tried
everyone else did too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you think you have to request off at the end of the year, type of deal. I mean, I tried to get like a half day. It's like, oh, we're not gonna be busy anyways, so let me just try to get a half day. But that didn't go through for some reason. But I'm sure we're probably gonna be slow enough anyways. Where it's like, hey, we're slow, just go home. At least that's wishful thinking, I'll say. But yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to the time off.
I'm doing Friday and Saturday, so I'm taking Wednesday and Thanksgiving off. But I get the old lucky Saturday in.
Just working on a Saturday should not be a thing.
I mean, you say that every day about anything that ends in Y.
I mean, but you never worked. Yeah, you did. I was like, yeah, you never worked retail, but you did. You worked at Chick-fil-A, right? So you worked.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, before.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it sucked.
It sucked.
Oh man,
I didn't actually mind working weekends. It just wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't the worst. Okay.
It just feels like missing out. Since I'm just going to generalize. I have no clue, but since 80% of people are actually off, so it's like feel like I miss.
Is that a true calculation?
That's what I said. I'm just guessing here.
I mean, if I had kids, I would have probably been like, oh, well, I'm missing out.
Gotta get creative though.
So especially when I work Saturday nights. When I work Saturday nights,
but you know what? Did you? But that was at Chick-fil-A, right? When you worked Saturday nights. At least you're out and doing things. I'm sure you made friends at Chick-fil-A, right?
Yeah, debatable.
I don't know. I mean,
debatable.
But it's more especially during college football season. It's like, oh, I wish I could watch this, but I can't.
Yeah,
I at work.
Working at a bar, I was able to watch sports and be a part of the crowd, but be sober, so I could oh, okay, I remember that moment.
Yeah,
it was like, oh,
right.
Okay. Yeah, it was like, oh. So I didn't.
When I worked at Cracker Barrel on a Saturday, we did not have a sports bar. So yes, I get. Oh man, I'm looking forward to for the audience. I guess the tradition will be now. Gigi loves the board games, so I'm looking forward to crushing you in the game of Sorry, or at least my kids. My kids are trying to get in there too.
Are they? Are they going to bring it?
They're going to bring it.
No whining.
No. I can't guarantee that.
Yeah, I knew you could not slap the old guarantee on. That's okay. If they get whiny, we'll just sub them out.
I'm gonna tell them to play to win the game.
Yeah, we can sub them out. It's like, hey, look, I don't know if the listeners will ever, because we don't understand it. So if we don't comprehend this level of intensity of the game of Sorry, I think it would have its own. We could probably have its own episode of.
The game of yeah.
Oh yeah.
We would need Couch Coach on this because that man can analyze be analyzing Battleship and all the Hobart
Risk
class Risk. Yes.
Yeah.
The classics on that. So.
Yeah. Well, that'll be another time. So definitely do that. And maybe even have some. Might have to have some some guests. I don't know, some expert witnesses to.
I mean, that is something we might want to start introducing. I mean, this is episode 4. We didn't really have our traditional tradition, as in 4 episodes are as far as layout. But hey, after we get a few more episodes under our belt, I think we're going to start inviting guests on. We'll see. Or what's I saw on some of the pre-show notes here. What's a grumpy gratitude hotline? Are we, since we're not giving I'm thankful for this.
Yeah, I mean, well, we could really with the call to action would be, for listeners to submit sports things they're begrudgingly thankful for. Like, I guess I'm thankful for my team's punter, but only because the offense is garbage.
I wish our team had an offensive line.
Yeah.
I think that might be more like a Santa's wish list, but yeah, as far as what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yes, for this specific one, yes, a grumpy gratitude hotline. Okay, all right. I mean,
that's
if you're Carolina,
that's a pretty good call to action. There is like,
I mean, if you're a Carolina Panthers fan and you gave all those draft picks away, you're to the Bears.
What are you begrudgingly happy for?
You have the best kicker in the league, so I think he's like the best kicker of. Is that
probably
a thing?
definitely set some records? I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but
I think we're gonna have to fact check on that. If I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, that's the gratitude for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Jets fan, I mean,
at
least you're like, well, at least we got to go out and see Aaron Rodgers trot himself out there, and if you're a season ticket holder there, like, well,
I mean, it's like at least you got to see like one of the greatest quarterbacks play,
right? Just not in his greatest moments.
You didn't see
the greatest hits, man. It's like you see the Eagles come out and play a bunch of B-sides.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I waited my whole life.
It took me a second to realize what you're talking about, but
I switched gears quick, man. Sorry.
That was I mean,
hey,
the audience, I think,
classic rock on you quickly. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But
yeah. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a good one.
You're the NBA fan. So,
yeah, I mean, it's like I'm thankful that
you were complaining about the Celtics not having more championships. So.
Yeah. I'm claiming that people don't appreciate our greatness.
My gratitude as a
especially
is
towards
John Morant is not in jail. So
yeah, like especially like towards Jason Tatum. Like people love to hate on Jason Tatum like for no reason. Like he's just a genuine guy. Like nothing about him's like flashy. He just goes out there, does work, and wins.
He's the antithesis of you, Landon.
Yeah,
he goes in, clocks in, does it, doesn't complain.
Yeah, it's like there's not much.
Nice.
Dresses nice, doesn't show up to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but I mean, like people just say he's so cringeworthy because maybe he doesn't like he likes copying other people's celebrations, but it's like my thing is that like do you not copy like movie references? Do we not like say movie phrases all the time?
You're trying to sell this one hard.
Hey, again, as an NBA fan, I don't have much to be sad about right now. Or
begrudgingly thankful for.
Begrudgingly thankful.
Yeah, so I'm
begrudgingly thankful for Chris Sale winning the Cy Young
and not pitching in the the playoffs.
And the Braves just completely
it could
choking up in the first.
Be grateful that he even had a full healthy season.
Yeah. I mean, because next year it looks promising.
Yeah.
I know. I already hear the pessimism raining hard.
Yeah, I'm begrudgingly thankful that the Nashville Predators went out free agency and tried to sign guys, and yet they're sitting like close to last in the standings. So maybe
we all know if you're not in the picture by U.S. Thanksgiving, i.e., next week, it's just not going to happen.
Sad. Okay. So I guess
Sad.
question. So I'm not a big hockey guy, and we all everybody knows that there's like NBA like Christmas Day, like kind of the inaugural season opener. What
Mm-hmm.
is there
Oh,
like?
here we go. Here's their
No,
the final Springer thoughts here to
Mm-hmm.
send
so
us off
is there
into
like
debate.
an inaugural hockey?
Yeah, it's
Especially like there's
Thanksgiving.
so Thanksgiving.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, especially like the sports start very close to each other, and like there's kind of like competing with football and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Especially like
college basketball snuck up, but we don't care about that until January.
yeah, like yeah, I was just kind of didn't really
Yep.
know.
Yeah. If you're not cruising, if you're not showing signs of who you're going to be by U.S. Thanksgiving, it's
Which
it's
oh,
it's,
that's
it's very
crazy
not to
because
say that. No, I mean with the Preds, made the playoffs 15 or 17 years in a row or something. I mean they always find ways to eke in, but if you're going to be a real contender versus pretender, I mean you really want to be strong, early. Yep.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Especially like this seems still so like early in the season.
It
So
does.
of course I don't understand how the whole point system works. Anyways, like
It's easy.
you either
It's
win or
super
you
easy.
lose. Don't give me that like oh you get a point
Now,
when
all
you're
right,
at
you
you
could
get
introduce. No, it is easier than soccer. Somebody tried to explain the soccer and the draw and the points. No,
Yeah,
you
there's no.
win, you get points. You get 2 points. You lose in overtime, you get 1 point. You lose in regulation, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be in
well
the old days though they would get ties. They don't tie anymore.
Yeah.
yeah again why not just a you win a you lose
It
that's
must
it.
be a Canadian thing.
Yeah. But honestly, because there's so many games, it really makes sense. I mean,
I mean
it makes it
how
more
many
fun.
how many games are there?
82.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
82.
the NBA season
Really?
style.
Okay,
80,
so
82,
oh,
somewhere around.
okay,
Yeah.
I
so
could be making it up.
No,
I
I
need a
think it's
fact
82.
checker.
okay, so literally the same as NBA's and NBA. You either win or you lose. There's no overtime or whatever.
I
So
think it's
I
because anything that has like a net goal, you got to do it. Soccer does it. Hockey does it.
I mean
I'm
there's
sure
technically
field hockey does it.
Yep.
I mean it's
Lacrosse,
technically a
maybe.
net in basketball. So
So 82
No,
games,
no. Okay.
41
isn't
at
that
home, 41 away. Uh-huh.
Look at
And
that.
it's been that way since the 95-96 season, which
Oh,
is still
hold on.
things that precede Landon.
The
yep.
1996 Stanley Cup. Fact check me. The Colorado Avalanche beat the Florida Panthers.
I believe that's correct. I remember us watching that. Yeah.
And Landon was not a thing.
Nope.
Dang.
Yeah, I remember that
Uh,
being a thing. Yep.
So we're gonna send the listeners off under
all right.
Thanksgiving
Okay.
time.
I guess
What?
final thoughts. What's everybody's favorite Thanksgiving?
But okay, are you gonna put a caveat on this? Like you can't say turkey, and you can't say like. Are we
No.
talking like
Okay.
dessert?
Okay. Best.
I'm
Let's
like my
say
kids on
okay.
this. I gotta overanalyze it.
Let's say best food, worst food, and then best dessert.
Your Dan Patrick, best and worst.
Best, worst, and then favorite dessert.
Oh, okay. I like what you did in there. This one's a tough one. The best, if I can't go turkey on this, um, I I'm a big mac and cheese guy on that. So,
Okay.
a short story on this one. I almost ruined I don't know if this was Thanksgiving, but a dinner when we first moved to Ohio. Somehow, I made crock pot mac and cheese, but I don't know how I did this. Inadvertently used sugar instead of salt, and it did not turn out to be
I had
all that
not heard
great.
that
Ah,
story until today.
And I was today years
I
old.
How did
mean,
this
That's
thing
a
happen? Like,
I mean,
I I mean that's a debate another
the
time.
fact that it seems like you do more work than just like I've only made like mac and cheese a few times, and it's just like you just pour the noodles in, boil water, and then just
Yeah,
put
I
cheese
know it's
in.
a brain teaser right now. I mean, I'm not. I don't have.
So it's like, how much work were you actually doing this mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese. Worst one. I might have to think on this one because I'm trying to think about like when Christopher was at the kids table, and I'm sure the food that we saw there
Oh,
had to.
oh. I mean,
I'm sure there was some pinto beans that are in
Uh,
there. Cornbread, I'm not a big fan of, like the pinto beans kind of cornbread. If you're trying to bring that game for Thanksgiving, I'm out.
yeah, because that I don't think that. Now, if it's a Mexican cornbread, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's yeah. That's
Never even heard of
now.
that.
Dessert. I mean, I do like the grape pie, but I'm a big sucker for pumpkin pie. Ellie has thrown a wrench though. She told Gigi she wants apple pie for Thanksgiving next week. So my sign off, I would go mac and cheese best. Worst, I don't even know if this is. I mean, if there's any type of beans in your side dish there, I'm not interested. And then I'll go pumpkin pie for the dessert.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go next. My best is also definitely mac and cheese. Like I can eat the whole bowl. It's so good. Don't know why. It's so simple, but it's so good. Maybe something I can actually cook easily too. Maybe that's why. And then worst, I'm ooh, a lot of good options for worst. You know, cranberry sauce is like a good but basic one.
I knew you were gonna hit on the cranberry.
But I'm not gonna. But it's like
just ready. I'm
but
laser.
I'm gonna.
laser focused.
But I'm probably gonna go deviled eggs.
Oh, as your worst?
See, I don't even know if deviled eggs are a Thanksgiving oriented. I guess they are. I know
They
they're Easter
definitely
time. I
are.
know it's for Easter time.
with the blood of Christ.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a thing. Like
Okay.
at least
So if we're putting deviled eggs into the Thanksgiving food category,
yeah.
See, I love the deviled eggs.
It's like I basically
wait. It is a thing because look at when you just Google memes and Thanksgiving deviled eggs, it's got to be a thing.
Yeah.
Fire it up. Fire up.
Especially like I really only like eggs when it's like scrambled anyways. So, then you put like mayonnaise and I hate mayonnaise.
Here's the trick to it. It's not a traditional Thanksgiving staple.
What?
Turkey or stuffing.
What?
But they do make appearances on some Thanksgiving tables, especially in the South or Midwest. So I think we have to rule it. Yes, it is. Yeah. But it just don't fit.
Okay. Then look this one up. This is gonna be controversial. Gotcha. Sweet potatoes.
Dude. I'm so glad you said that. That is my number one next to bourbon. Bourbon / sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I love sweet potatoes.
Sweet potato casserole when it's
sweet potato pie.
That is
you got me confused when you said like bourbon. Are we like
just the bourbon in the glass? Yeah.
Wait, so you're not a fan of bourbon?
No, it's my number one. Like
it's his number one. He likes it. Yeah, he's number one. Is his best. It's not his worst.
Oh, I'm talking about sweet potatoes as my worst.
Is your worst?
Yeah, he went all Rotten Tomatoes on you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
did. Yeah, no. Mac and cheese is my best, and then if we're going, apparently deviled eggs are not the best or like most traditional besides the South. So I went with my alternative with sweet potatoes.
Like, the song of the South.
Amazing
sweet potato pie.
Definitely sweet potato casserole shoots all the way up to number one / glass of bourbon. They're co-MVPs. They're Peyton Manning, number 9. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
look it up.
And then my best dessert is like pecan pie.
Okay.
Yeah, like warm it up, put some like vanilla ice cream on it. Oh,
Christopher's getting the sour belches because he thinks of Paw or Pop.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I don't know the guy.
R.I.P. number 9. R.I.P. Paw / Pop.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Whatever.
This is such a morbid moment.
It is a morbid moment. Here's another funny. He actually lived next to a kid or the kid lived next to them, and his name was Paul, Paul. So it was just a big land of confusion when I would go over there.
Yeah.
Paul,
Right.
Paul,
Yeah.
Paul.
We would say that too. Like, well, Paul's like having Thanksgiving this time. Like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 3 last
Hey,
week.
we have to find out. We have to find out from the couch coach if they just said Pop as a fixer. That could be a thing, right? Pop could be the fixer for the old PAUL debacle.
Huh.
Good stuff.
I don't know.
We'll look it
I
up.
don't know.
We'll
Yeah. Okay. So
You definitely
just,
bring. We are missing the.
I just want to know who else out there in listener land can relate to this, because it's just been a plague for, I mean, at least 40 years. Yeah. I mean, it's a long time.
Do you have any family members out there that go by 2 names?
yeah.
Yeah.
What if we're the only ones who live in that world?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah. Yeah, I think my list is pretty easy peasy. Yeah, sweet potato casserole there. Just I don't understand Landon's and Gigi's hatred toward the sweet potato. Amazing. They're amazing in all.
I do love the sweet potatoes.
Yes. And then
well, I'm also a guy who hates turkey, so
I could work if someone put green bean casserole on my plate, just it was a prepared plate or something, I could kind of work around those nasty crispy onions up there. But I can't work around the parts of a deviled egg. So I do the deviled egg, and the smell of it just ruins Thanksgiving.
So Gigi would not be making them because you'll be making a pit stop.
I do get a lot of
you get a lot of passes. You're like the LeBron James and bringing Bronny. Like the rules don't apply this guy. But if I try them too.
And dessert, I mean, pumpkin pie is such a, because it's so seasonal, finite. So sweet potato pie / bourbon, and then at the bottom of the list, the desserts, the pumpkin pie / bourbon. So yeah,
you're only missing one thing: a cigar to top it off.
Yeah. There you go, man.
Oh goodness! Anything that we missed covering today? We got to get our couch coach back and get our format back. But for all the listeners, good luck on all of your travels. Safe travels if you're going. Good luck in your conversations. Even if somebody asks,
even if you guys sit around and tell your family like, dude, you gotta listen to this podcast. These guys are idiots. That's completely fine.
I will take negative comments. You're an idiot. I will take your thumbs down. I mean,
let us know your favorite, Thanksgiving foods. Where give us all your thoughts that we all discussed.
Your grumpy gratitudes, your thoughts on your food. Give us a like, a subscribe. Again, we're on Spotify also, along on the YouTubes. But until then, we hope you all have a very happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Black Friday shopping. We didn't even get into that topic today. You guys doing any shopping on that? We're too poor. I mean, not poor. I think we just hate spending money.
Yes.
I'm hoping to get a couple deals. I'm definitely not one to go go to the store and shop. It's I'm usually brought in by ads or usually oh, here's your 1 day sale for for people I follow. So but I'm not going to go rushing Walmart or it is usually clothing stuff from brands I like.
Nice. Well, audience land, on that note, we're going to sell off of this episode. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. And until then, we'll hopefully Couch Coach will get off the injured list there and we'll bring the whole crew back. Until next time, we are out. That's it.